Hey, welcome to the last part of this tutorial. Today I'll be showing you how to create an illustration like the one I have the thumbnail in Photoshop. Let's start by creating a new file like we did in the first tutorial. Give it a name. I'll just call it an conflicted illustration tutorial. Hit OK. Alright, now let's go ahead and place an image. I'll just open an image rather. Okay, go back to our model, select and open. The reason why I'm opening this image instead of just placing it is because we still have to remove the background and make some adjustments like we did earlier. Add contrast and auto tone. Okay, now let's go to our favorite selection tool, the pen tool, and make a selection around this image. Drag it down, zoom in first of all, zoom in a lot as much as you need to get the best view of the picture so you know exactly what you're doing. Alright, let's keep making that selection around the image to remove the background. Now we're going at super speed. I wish I could actually move this fast with the pen tool. Barry Allen. Now, right, selection around the hair doesn't need to be super precise. Just take the solid parts of the hair. Okay. And there, we're done. Now hit Ctrl and Enter to make that selection. Ctrl J to create a new layer. And now I can go ahead to save as or export and make it a PNG. We just call it boy PNG. And then from the format, we choose PNG. And hit save. You can leave the settings as it is. Hit OK. And once it's saved, we'll go back to the document we created earlier. We can just drag it in. Drag it to that document we created in the beginning of the tutorial. Alright, so this is the free transform tool. Scale it down. Still scaling and adjusting. Remember holding down Shift and Control to scale this properly. Okay. Keep adjusting, dragging around, scaling it down until you're okay. Then hit enter. Okay, go to solid color for the background. We're choosing purple. Hit OK. Now we're going to add ingredients to this to create this this is called conflicting. We have a dark layer and then a light layer, like the battle between darkness and light inside of one. Send a message across from the background as well. Okay, so gradient is okay now. It's been added. Create a new layer. Let's create a circle for that halo around his head. This also furthers the idea of the conflicted mind. The halo is a sign or a symbol seen around saints and holy people in paintings. So try to remove the fill and add a stroke I'm adding a pattern stroke here. If you can recall, we can use patterns, gradients, or colors as strokes, images. So, yeah, scale up the size of the stroke. Now, we'll go ahead to the blending option and just add the drop shadow. Adjust the size, the distance. Once you're okay with that, go ahead and hit OK. Now let's also add the layer mask, so we can erase some parts of this circle. I'll choose a soft brush because I want it to be transitional. The erase areas. Okay, so that's why we're using the soft brush. You can see that transition there from the soft to the hard parts. And the advantage again of using this marks, layer marks, to erase is you can add back those areas once you make a mistake or you've erased too much. Alright. Next thing, I'm going to make the eyes red. That's like the other part of the conflicting illustration. No, first of all, yeah. First, before we get to the eyes, let's change the color of the skin to black and white. Drag the image up so I have more visibility of the body. Now go back to the pencil. Okay, let's make that selection real quick. Just make sure you're selecting only the skin areas. Alright. Hit enter. Now create a new layer, hitting Ctrl J again. Go to hue and saturation. And then we turn down the saturation to -100 and clip the layer to the selection we just made, the new layer we just created. So the effect only affects that layer. Alright, now we'll go back to the eyes, like I said earlier, to further the illustration. Of the conflicting personalities. Make the eyes a little bit red and scary, like devilish. Okay. Let's do the same to the other eye. So the other eye as well. We are trying to select just the white parts of the eyes. So those dark spaces will still act as a shade for us once we're done with the selection. So yeah, hit OK. Zoom out and hit OK for both selections. Alright. Now go to gradient and you pick this one. It's OK. Now drag it above the layer. You can also unclip that. Alright, so I'll hide the layer for now so I can select the white part of the eyes. So you see how the reflection on top of the gradient layer we just created. Do that for both eyes. Alright, hit enter, and let's create solid, make it white, and there you have it. Zoom out a bit to see all of these effects. Alright. Create a new layer and then type a text. Conflicted. That's the text we're typing. Sorry, make it all caps. Some of the caps lock. Type conflicted. Hit OK. Go back to that menu and change orientation again to make it vertical. Let's just let's adjust the font size. Dance around till you have placed it where you want it. The goal is to kind of make it center. Now let's duplicate that layer and hide one. We're duplicating it because we're going to convert one of these layers to, we're going to rasterize the text, so we can adjust some alphabets. Now we also created a backup. That's why I duplicated the layer first, so we can go back to adjust the text just in case. So now I'll go to free transform with the selection made, and we rotate this C. You can also drag it around to align it properly. I didn't do that in this tutorial, but you can also do that if you wish. Ctrl T again and adjust. This is just to make the two C's face different directions to further the concept and the idea of being conflicted. Alright. Now I select all of these layers and new group from layers to group them together. Hit OK. Can rename it. Let's name it boy. Hit OK. So that now we can drag only the boy, only the model around. Now let's try to place everything properly around the image. Scale that down. Into file, hit save. Once you are done with the whole editing, to first create the backup for the whole work, and then now you can hit save as to export as a PNG or a JPEG. I think for this tutorial I'll be using the JPEG format. Give it a name and hit save. You can leave the settings the way they are. And you can switch however you want, increase the quality or to reduce the quality. And we are done for this tutorial. Thanks for sticking with us, and we hope to bring you more tutorials in the future. For now, goodbye, and continue to learn and improve your skills.